It is approximately 6:23, and yes, June 1st, and I've been wanting to do this video for a while now. Today, I mean, I've been thinking about it, and just really needed to be said here. And I'm gonna be the bigger person to say it. Be the bigger person to say it, you know. I know there's been a lot of I know within the last few weeks there's been some lines crossed, over things said, you know, all that stuff, you know. And last night I did a video that gained 19 views and 2 likes, and I wanted to be a exclamation point, but I put on private. So this would be a much calmer exclamation point. Okay. Now, there were things said. There were things just really out of whack. I watched David A's video this morning, and it was pretty good, and it went well. And someone who I will not mention did not like that. He was not happy about it. But there's quite a bit, you know, a lot of finger pointing, smear campaign, doxing, you know. I mean, the thing is, there's one person to blame. One person to blame. And it's Robert Duncan. He is the sole blame for the TI community that is suffering. And I commented twice on David A's live feed this morning. One of them was, can there be peace and civility in the TI community? Easier said than done. Second thing I said was doxing of the TI community needs to stop. I agree to that. It needs to stop. But again, easier said than done. I've mentioned a few times that I'm not a TI, but I have a friend who is. And this would be a much different video today. Someone who will not be mentioned is pissed. He's pissed that David A had a friend of mine and subversive awareness on his live, commenting. Wasn't happy. Was not happy. And I watched a good 10-15 minutes of David A's live feed. It's pretty good, you know. I actually liked it, you know. It was pretty good. It went well. Um, but the thing is, it's none of you guys' fault that you're in this position. It's not your fault that you're TIs. Never was. It's Robert Duncan's fault. It ain't my friend's fault. It ain't David. It's not David's fault. It ain't Holly's fault. It's not Ever Joe's fault. It's not Silver Varnus's fault. It's not Linus's fault. It ain't What's His Face's fault. Okay? It ain't Lorraine's. It's not Lorraine's fault. Lorraine from Alternative Homestead. It ain't her fault. Okay? It's one person's fault, and his name is Robert Duncan, you know. And the book he wrote, How to Tame a Demon, and Operation Soulcatcher, is the big, the big middle finger while jerking it to the TIs. Because he created this program. He created this program to pretty much sit there in his ivory tower laughing his sick fucking ass off while everybody's getting hit with V2K, DEWs. I mean, there were 2 lives lost since 2013? Right? I mean, how many lives were lost between then and now? I bet there was a lot that passed on because of this bullshit that Robert Duncan did, you know? How many more people have to suffer, man? How many lives have to be lost, you know? Let me see here. Because the thing is, I have said this before, and I'll say it again. There are TIs out there that are suffering, you know. Going through hell on high waters, man, you know. And, yeah, there's been there was a big red line in the sand that's been crossed many, many times because of smear campaigns, doxing, you know, attacking each other. Like, why? You know, why? You know? And why is a TI snitching on another TI? Why? What is it for? Who benefits from it? You know, have some of you ever thought about that maybe if you just take time to sit down and kind of think that why you're in this position in the first place? Why? You know, I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but there has to be at least some peace and civility in the TI community, you know, and at least, I mean, leave the past alone. I know it's easier said than done, but have you guys thought about moving on? But I know it's easier. I know, easier said than done. I get it. But I know that the smear campaign is not going to stop. I know the doxing of other TIs is not going to stop because of you know who. I'm not going to mention his name. Don't want to give him the satisfaction. So, I've been really thinking about this all day today. I was with my father today, and we were at my aunt's house, putting a power steering pump. Try to fix a power steering pump on my cousin's wife's car. And I was thinking about this all day long, for hours on end, for hours. And I was playing back of watching David A's video, and I agree. The smearing campaign needs to really stop, And I agree with David A. The smear campaign needs to stop. The doxing needs to stop. 100%. And none of your TIs are at fault for this. There's only one man's at fault, and he's up in his ivory tower, looking down at everybody, laughing his sick fucking ass off, while every TI is suffering while he's up there, laughing his ass off with his duper delight smile, not giving a shit. It's his fault. He's up in his ivory tower, watching down at you guys, seeing everybody just pointing fingers at one another, doxing, smearing. I know, easier said than done. Can anybody find out common ground? I know, easier said than done. I get it. It's nobody's fault. They're wanting you guys to go at each other for their amusement, while they're up in their ivory tower, drinking the bullshit, enjoying that super light smile with the the plausible deniability. While everybody is pointing fingers at everybody, you did it. And it's none of you guys' fault. They're wanting you guys to snitch on one another. They're wanting you to blame each other for whatever it is. It's their sick fucking game. And I've been thinking about David A's video all day today about what he said. The smear campaign needs to stop. But yet, easier said than done. And I do pray that there is some peace. There is some civility amongst you guys, because look, you guys do not deserve to be put in this spot because you've done nothing wrong. You didn't do anything to anybody, It's just that the V2K, the direct energy weapons, are a military, CIA classified project kind of thing. DARPA, CERN kind of shit. It's used by law enforcement. This weapon, this DEW, is used by law enforcement to disperse protests, And when there's a lot of people in the street protesting, they bring out this big ass truck, and you're thinking, why does it have a satellite dish It's not. It's a direct energy weapon on that fucking truck. And they turn it on, everybody's moving fast because they're feeling the heat. It's so freaking hot, it's like you're cooking yourself, being cooked on the inside, you know. And it's used by law enforcement. It was used in Missouri. Remember Ferguson, Missouri, 2012? That was used on the people. Ferguson PD used it on the people of Ferguson to disperse protest. And they felt the heat. It was so hot. They felt it, man. I mean, it's like, dude. And it's a military weapon. Military weapon, you know. It is. I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm not. I'm just here sharing a thought. Sharing a thought. Yeah. And I don't care if you guys share this video. I don't care. I mean, if you want to, you can. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. As long as everybody gets along with everybody, have some peace. No, but I know I get it. Easier said than done. I get it. Okay, I get it. You know, the reason it made me think about it is because I don't know how many TIs are out there. I do not know how many lives were lost because of this program. Okay, I don't. But it concerns me. It bothers me. You know, there are good people that are suffering because of Robert Duncan's bullshit. And his 2 books are nothing more than Mr. Holland's opus of bullshit. Again, it's nothing more than a bunch of Mr. Holland's opus of bullshit. This will be my last video. I mean, like, permanently on this, because I just want to leave it on a good note. I want to make this a exclamation point in a very nice way, in a very respectful way. And I don't care if you're a TI or a regular person that watches this. I want this to be a talking piece among everybody. I think that we need to have some common ground, some peace and civility. But I know, again, easier said than done. Today was a good day, and that's why I gave it a lot of thought today, all day. But I did watch my friend's video about who claiming to be an FBI agent. Survey says bullshit. That's it, right there. That's as far as I'm going to go. No more, no less. That's it. I'm not a TI. I'm more of a glitch. I'm more of a shadow, and that's going to stay that way. I just want to see at least some positive communication with everybody. At least no disrespect. But what bothers me is that, who has Miss Lorraine of the alternative homestead in his crosshairs, and it's not good. It is not good. Who's pissed off because David A had subversive awareness in my friend on his live feed, and look, maybe there's a change. I'm praying that there's something good here, but again, easier said than done. Hey, bro. I did, man. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. No, not today, man. Not today. Not today. No. Not today. This is a serious topic. With respect, I just pray and wish that I think there's, I just would like to pray and hope that there is some common ground, that there is a something somewhere in between. I mean, some peace, civility, whatever it is, something positive. But again, easier said than done. I was sitting there, looking at an engine. It's a QV, it's a QV series engine by Nissan. It's a little 6-cylinder, little V6 and whatnot. And I'm sitting there just really going over what I was wanting to say in my head for all day, almost the day, and this is it. I believe that, look, I mean, the thing is, nobody's perfect. I respect David A for what he's doing. But the thing is, who is dropping a lot of love bombs on David A and Holly, which, like, dude, man, that's not good. It's not good at all. It's head games, what it is. It's head games. Head games, you know. First he was low bombing on David for a bit, and then he tried subversive awareness, and then he accused what's his face of being an agent. You know, that's between you guys, you know. But I mean, there was for the past number of weeks. There's a red line in the sand that was crossed so many times, man. You know, so many times. You know, I'm not here to bash it, but I'm gonna say, you know, none of you are at fault for why you're in this thing. You know, the one person who's at fault is Robert Duncan. He created this program. He wrote those 2 books. He's up there in his ivory tower, looking down with his super delight smile, seeing you guys go at each other. You know. Don't give him the satisfaction, because it's his fault, not yours. It's his fault. It's Robert Duncan's fault. It's his fault to begin with. The whole thing that you guys are in is his fault. It's his fault. His stupid light smile, plausible deniability bullshit. You guys are victims. You guys are victims, man. Ain't your fault. It's his fault. Brian, too, he's suffering. Because that fucker, you know, you're all suffering because of this guy. Robert Duncan should be tried for crimes against humanity. For what he's done to you guys. Robert Duncan should be tried for crimes against humanity and be given a death sentence. But I can't say that. I can't say the DS word. More like life in prison with no possibility of parole. Kind of thing. Every one of you has suffered enough already. You're human beings, for Christ's sakes. You're all human beings, man. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and end this feed. And if you guys are new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Comment below. Hit the bell for notification. Always live healthy, happy, and wise. Always wise. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed. Thank you.